Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how you can connect 16 cross 4 20 cross 4 LCD PIR sensor and LEDs with your nodemcu, which is basically ESP8266 device. So what we're going to do is take input from PIR sensor and also from potentiometer and show that input on our screen, and based on input from PIR sensor we will light up the LEDs on this board and show on LCD that there is some movement detected by the PIR sensor. So I've just desoldered some wires from this board. I'm going to resolder them. uh, this LCD basically is using a I2C module. Normally you can use this LCD with any board, ESP8266, nodemcu, Arduino Uno, Arduino Nano, or any other microcontroller board. But if you're using I2C board, then you only need 4 connections, which is 5 volt, ground, SDA and SCL, which is clock and data pins. So on nodemcu, if we want to power it up using nodemcu, we will need 4 wires with 3.3 volt ground wire and 2 more wires for I2C communication, which are SDA and SCL pins. They are D1 for SCL and D2 for SCA. Now let's connect them together. I'm using these jumper wires with soldering iron for the connections. You can also use these wires, female to female wires, for connections. Now when you use soldering iron, after putting the wire on the surface, you have to give it a little time to secure its place, like this. And now, as you can see, ground, VCC, SDA and SCL. Ground will go to ground, let's turn it up a bit. There. This one is ground. The second one is VCC, which is positive volts, and the third one is SDA, which is supposed to be on D2. And the SCL on D1 pin. Here. So now the connections are complete. Let's put a example code into our nodemcu and see what happens. So this is the example code, and first you have to go to sketch, include library, manage libraries, and this will open up a window from where you can download this library. It is updating the list of libraries. Now all you have to do is type I square C, and it will list down all the available libraries for I square C communication, and you have to write LCD. Now this will show you the available libraries for I square C based LCDs. See this one? You can also use this one. Let's install the one that just saw, liquid crystal I2C. Install. Now it is installing. Now close it, go to file, examples, and here I have installed two libraries, so let's open this one. Okay, now go to tools, select board. I am using nodemcu, so I'll use this one and hit upload. First you have to connect your board to detect the port on which your board is connected. Now go to port, it's already selected as COM port 5. Now hit upload. Now it's compiling and it will upload. Now connecting, and as you can see, done uploading. Let's put this on the other side. Wire is removed. Let's No. As you can see, we don't have any display. The reason might be its potentiometer, because we are using 3.3 volts, so we have to adjust its display. This potentiometer uh, controls the text to display. Now see, if you rotate it counterclockwise, it will remove. If you rotate it clockwise, you can see it's showing the text. Now the next part, what we're going to do is connect the PIR sensor with our Arduino, ESP to know. So here are the pin out. There are 3 pins: VCC, out and ground. VCC goes to 3.3 volt, out goes to your digital input, and ground goes to ground. So I'm going to put these 3 wires in there. Connect the module, and now we have VCC as white, out as gray, and purple as ground. So let's connect this one. VCC is white, so it goes to 3.3 volt. You can also use this with 5 volts, but I'm going to use it with 3 volts. So there goes the ground, and now we have to select one pin, which is D6. Okay, so on ESP8266 these pins are marked as D1, D2 and D6, whereas in coding you have to define pins a bit differently, because there are different pins connected with these numbers. So now what you have to do is go to sketch, include library, manage libraries, and open the library manager and install PIR library, which is designed for PIR sensor. Now in here you have to type PIR, PIR. So scroll down, here you can see I have already installed the PIR library for Arduino. It can support up to 8 PIR sensors. Now close it and open file, go to examples and scroll down to PIR. Here you can see PIR demo. Click on it, and so I've decided to use this code instead of the example codes because this one is relatively easy as compared to the examples. So in this code we have just defined two pins, status and sensor. Status pin basically gives output and sensor pin takes the input, as here we have mentioned. So on status pin we will attach LED, and on sensor pin we will attach our PIR sensor. And as you can see, GPIO 13 and GPIO 12 goes to D7 and D6. I've attached my sensor on D6, which is D12. It's supposed to be output and D7 is supposed to be input. So we can change that in code or on hardware as well. So I'm going to change the pin numbers in code instead of changing them on hardware. And this will go to 13 and make this one as D12. So now upload this code on your nodemcu and let's see what happens. So I've connected the LED with the pin D6, and as you can see, whenever the PIR motion sensor detects any movement, it lights up the LED, and after 1 second it turns off. So when I cut it, turns the LED on and then turns it off. You can also improve its sensitivity or control its sensitivity and delay by these potentiometers placed on back of the PIR sensor. It's up to you. Now I'm going to write a code to display the message on the LCD and light up the LED as well whenever some movement is detected. So I wrote this code which is basically a simple one. First I have included the liquid crystal library and defined the liquid crystal address, which is 0x27 20x4 LCD size, and the sensor pin and LED pin. And then I've initialized the LCD basically, pin modes LCD, and displayed the startup message on the LCD, and after that on in loop, whenever the sensor is high, it will print serially motion detected and also print this message on LCD, and also turn the LED on for 1 second. After that it will turn the LCD off, LCD clear and LED off. Now the code is being uploaded, and wait for a few seconds. So you see, when the code is done uploading, it shows welcome message for 1.5 seconds, and after that it starts the main program, which is whenever motion is detected, it will turn the LED on and show message on LCD display, and if there is no motion, it will keep the LCD blank and LED off. You can also add some delays and trigger your 220-volt bulb with this. For that you have to connect relay board instead of the LED, and connect your 220 volt appliance with that relay. So whenever the motion is detected, you can turn the lamp on. It also serves as a safety device. So I hope this video was informational and you've learned something from this video.